What's up everyone, OJ here. Welcome back to another video. Today I wanted to talk about Platinum Games, the rumors going around with Scalebound, some new information that has been revealed, and just more about the company itself, because Platinum Games fascinates me, and I think that other people on the internet have a lot of opinions when it comes to Platinum Games titles, what they've done, what they could do. So let's first talk about myself and Platinum Games, because people still ask me like, OJ, well, how much do you like them? What have you played from them and all of that? So I want to get that out of the way first, so you guys can kind of get the tone for how I feel about Platinum Games and everything. So I've been playing Platinum Games' games since they were even before Platinum Games, if that makes sense, and I'll explain it to you guys. So before they were Platinum Games, a lot of the founders of Platinum Games worked at Capcom, right? Hideki Kamiya and so many others were at Capcom. Hideki Kamiya basically gained some status after doing some great games at Capcom, and they formed their own kind of division within Capcom, and that was Clover Studios. And Clover was responsible for some of the most unique and best games of all time. For example, Okami. Yeah, Okami on the Nintendo Wii. It was originally on the PlayStation 2. There's also been PS3, PS4, Xbox One. Okami, great game. And they were also responsible for Beautiful Joe as well. So Clover did some amazing things at Capcom. Now, once again, their games, while they were really good, they didn't sell the best. So Hideki Kamiya decided that he was going to take him and some other of the studio and form Platinum Games, and they made some more amazing titles that I loved on the Wii and also on the Xbox 360 and PS3. Bayonetta, Mad World, games like that were just absolutely phenomenal. And now here we are at this point. You know, we have Bayonetta 3 coming out for the Nintendo Switch at some point. We had Astral Chain just announced that just looks absolutely phenomenal. Nier has been killing it on the PlayStation 4, easily one of the best-selling Platinum games out there. And now we are at this rumor with Scalebound, which was supposed to come to the Xbox One back in like 2015. It was announced. Hideki Kamiya was on stage on the briefing for Microsoft to announce this new game, and then 2 years later it was canceled, or a little bit under 2 years. It was canceled in early 2017, and now we have a rumor that it's being resurrected by Nintendo, and that's fueled by Nintendo and Platinum Games' really great relationship outside of Nintendo Insider. I'm just talking about why people think that this could be real is because we just got Astral Chain, we've got Wonderful 101, we've got Bayonetta 2 exclusive, Bayonetta 3 exclusive, Bayonetta 1 and 2 also on the Switch as well. So a lot of people are thinking, yeah, you know what, this is going to happen. Now, we did get some more information recently. We got a trademark that was abandoned by Microsoft. So the trademark for Scalebound has been abandoned by Microsoft, which has even fueled more speculation that something is going down, because it was just 2017 that they had that trademark, right? They've had it for a while. There's no reason to abandon it for any reason. Nintendo holds on to trademarks that they'll probably never use till like forever, right? But yet they're still holding on to those. So the fact that Microsoft abandoned them, the fact that Microsoft has been very open and willing to put games on other systems, heck, even working with Nintendo to get a Minecraft new Nintendo 2DS XL out there. We had the actual revelation that Xbox Live or Xbox Achievements and all of that is going to come to the Switch in some way, shape, or form through like a SDK or something, or developers can integrate that. So there's been a lot of conversation back and forth between Xbox and Nintendo and cross content. And you guys have to remember, Scalebound is Hideki Kamiya's vision that he's been wanting to do for well over a decade. This was originally like a Wii idea that he had. And we'll talk about that when it comes to the original idea of Scalebound was on the Wii, but this is his baby. This is the game that he's always wanted to make. So I feel that Microsoft would not be bitter about it, or would not be like, okay, well, no, we're going to hold on to this and nobody can make Scalebound, since they've already abandoned the idea, just because Microsoft is being very open and out front about things. And if you look at how Microsoft is progressing, you look at what Microsoft's doing, I think everybody knows that Microsoft can't win that console war, right? They're not really going to do that. There's no point in doing that. They don't have a foothold in Japan enough. There's just certain places that they're just not going to be able to compete when it comes to things. So I feel that Microsoft is really going to push services. That's the reason why they're being so open and honest about things and wanting to do Game Pass and just giving away, essentially, well, not giving away, but adding their first party titles on Game Pass, because they really want people to subscribe to their service. And heck, you never know where that service is going to go. I think that Microsoft wouldn't be holding on to that IP. So this is what's fueling all of these different types of rumors where people believe it or think it's true. Nintendo has been very open to funding PlatinumGames' titles. Microsoft is very open and abandoned the trademark. So there you go. That's where all of this kind of comes from. But I think that if you look at everything that Hideki Kamiya has done, especially with PlatinumGames, and if you look at what Scalebound is and the type of game, people are asking questions like, could this work? Because they looked at Scalebound on the Xbox One, for example, right? When it was running, and it wasn't running very good. At least the first footage wasn't running very good. But then they shut off the multiplayer, and it seemed like that was okay. They were making a lot of progress. I think that was the last time that we actually got a good look at the game, or a better look at the game. But I would say this, guys, people who are trying to do like a one-to-one comparison and say, oh, well, it's not going to run, or it's not going to look good, or whatever the case is, it's going to be reworked. Obviously, they aren't going to take exactly what was the Xbox One code and exactly what the game is and directly try to port that over to the Nintendo Switch. I don't think that's how the game development with Hideki Kamiya, especially if you're rebooting something or you're just kind of revitalizing it. I don't think that's how they're going to do it. Remember, this was originally for the Wii, so his ideas have those power limitations in mind. The Nintendo Switch is way stronger than what the Wii was. So Hideki Kamiya, this isn't based on power in terms of the type of game or anything like that. And I think that a lot of the stuff that was in the game when it comes to the graphics and when it comes to the multiplayer was stuff that Microsoft wanted in there, was stuff that Dom Matrick and what they were planning in terms of how they wanted the game to look, to appeal to the Western audience more so than anything. So when people are saying, oh, well, the graphics this, the graphics that, the graphics were just something that was just a byproduct. The idea in terms of what Hideki Kamiya wanted to do was originally set for the Wii. So could he take that idea? Could they rebuild it in an Unreal Engine 4 or an in-house engine or Bayonetta or whatever engine that they got there lying around that they can use? Could they rebuild that for the Nintendo Switch and it still be the same concept that Hideki Kamiya originally wanted? Absolutely. I think that if Hideki Kamiya was going to remake this game, he's going to try to make it without all of that stuff that was going on. And I'm pretty sure Hideki Kamiya had some issues and was having anxiety and problems too with what was going on with the game and the process of it, and which led to the cancellation as well. So I don't think that the development atmosphere would be like that this time around. So people who are trying to say, oh, well, it won't be able to run and all that, it's not going to be built the same way. It's not going to be focused on the same things. I would personally feel that they would probably get rid of the online multiplayer or scale it back completely from what it was and maybe make just like co-op multiplayer like Astral Chain has, or just no multiplayer at all, just a single player game, and make it a modest budget. It doesn't need to be this huge, massive game like Scalebound originally was, because like I said, the idea was for the Wii. All we need to see is that Scalebound and Hideki Kamiya gets to have his ideas put out there in a game. I think that's the biggest thing that I want to see. I want to see what Hideki Kamiya had in mind for Scalebound. We've seen what he's done before. Remember, guys, this is Devil May Cry creator. This is Okami, Beautiful Joe. This is so many great games. Bayonetta. The fact that Hideki Kamiya wants to make another new IP and have it be something like this is what's most important. It's about the actual game itself, the ideas behind it. Scalebound was never fully developed. All of the ideas that they put in there, we don't know what type of outside kind of influences were put into what Hideki Kamiya wanted. I think that Bayonetta and Beautiful Joe and The Wonderful 101, when he's able to kind of put his full thought and mind into something, it really makes for great games. I've never played a new IP from Hideki Kamiya that wasn't so good, that wasn't a good title. So I'm looking forward to this right here, if this does turn out to be true. We still need to wait and see, but I'll be honest here, guys. This is the type of rumor that so many people heard, that so many people came out and said, yeah, I heard about this. I'm waiting and seeing, right? It's still not a done deal yet, but Hideki Kamiya isn't helping with the rumors because he recently stated on Twitter when asked the question, well, could you make Scalebound for the Wii U? He was like, yeah, why not? You know, so that's what kind of assures me that it's not about the graphical power or anything like that. It's about the ideas in Hideki Kamiya's head. I mean, if he wanted to, he could probably develop for the Game Boy Color and make an amazing game, even in 2019. So what do you guys think about all of this with Scalebound? Do you feel that at this point it's actually true with some of the evidence that is coming out? Are you excited to see what Hideki Kamiya can do? Do you feel that the game would be worse off on the Nintendo Switch? Like, how do you feel about all these things? I know for me personally, I'm always thinking about the ideas in games. I'm always thinking about what the developer can do more so than anything else. And I think the Switch would be more than adequate to get his ideas done, considering how Bayonetta 2 is amazing still to this day and was done on the Wii U. We've seen all of the cool games and stuff that he's done. Wonderful 101, still amazing and very playable in today's standards. Actually, a lot more unique and better than a lot of games released today on more powerful hardware. So to me, it's all about the ideas and the creative mind of Hideki Kamiya. So what are you guys' thoughts on this when it comes to Scalebound and the rumors and everything? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, Ninja, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We got Facebook and Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Really helps to spread the content of PlayerEssence across the internet in addition to YouTube. Also, make sure you check out our Patreon, Twitch, and YouTube live gaming pages. Hit that like button if you did like this video. Let me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to PlayerEssence for this RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you, Ninja, for the next video. Peace.